Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and you know what? We're going to start off by fixing a few mistakes, because let's be honest, this factory probably has a couple of mistakes. I don't know if we'll find them, but if we do, let's fix them. I'm kidding. We'll find them. I know I know where some of them are. So we'll start with the easiest one. EVA, indeed. Time Variance Authority. Yep. Alright, so let us go and so the first problem we've got is I've got a lot of problems, but let's start off with fixing the one that's actually in the queue. Let's set up another one as well. Which is sludge. Sludge is wrong again. But if we fix this one up, then we can fix the sludge one up. One at a time, you know? Now, I really need to get there to be less pipes along here so it's just easier to drive around. That or have like a good passenger train system. One or the other would be fine. Okay, but we do get there eventually. So, the problem here is that these tanks fill up and then it jams up another train. So what we need to do is probably change the way these work. So I think the plan is that's not going to work. Sorry, just a moment. Yes, what's up? Our Yankovic movie? Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay, that sounds right. It's parody of a parody. Right. Right, okay, well it seems like Weirdo Yankovic seems like the sort of person who would make a parody, like of a type of thing. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Alright, so let's get this train over here. And we're going to change the way this is done because otherwise it's just going to keep jamming forever, and we honestly can't deal with that in my life. If we do that, we'll cut that off for now. Cut that off. Okay. Go to volcanic gas drop for the moment. And just pause there. Okay. So what we're going to do is this in the same way that you normally would. But we'll have it only going one way out. Yes, that's a good plan. Okay. So this track we'll see that and be like, hey, 500,000 is a bit much. These hold 25,000 each, so if it is... Wait, 500,000, 50,000 each. And these hold 60,000, so if it is less than 50,000, let's just say less than 50,000, just drop a zero, then it should be fine. So you can go pick up some volcanic gas now. No, except you won't be able to, but that's alright. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And likewise, this one's going to do the same thing. So that way they don't, like, connect with each other, because that's what jammed us up. And we can't afford any more jams like that. I mean, we can afford jams like that. It's not like it'll be an entirely new thing in my factory, right? Okay, and those cables don't really matter at all. So, this train was coming in, and then it was like, oh wait, it's full, and everything's jammed and closed, and I don't know where to go. Oh, and then it got sad. No sad trains here, thank you very much. Right, okay, it's going a weird way about it, but it'll sort itself out. Almost done with putting circuits on your unloading stations? That's cool. That's a handy idea. A lot of work, but you know, sometimes life's like that, right? You gotta do a lot of work sometimes. Now, that's sorted out this problem. So they should go and pick up gas, and it shouldn't jam because of stupid reasons. Now the next problem we've got is not enough hydrochloric acid, and there's a couple of fixes to this problem. But whatever fix we're going to make, we're going to need filtrations, right? Flotations, sorry. And currently, I believe we have a grand total of 0 flotations. Oh, we have 20. Sorry, 40. Never mind. So that's a decent number then. So the plan here is we're actually going to do the same thing, but bring in a different type of acid. Because it's just better that way. Okay. So construct all of that, please. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, kind and noble sire. And we will, burn it to sulfuric acid. Burn it with sulfuric acid. It's just, you know, it's what your parents would have wanted you to do. Sulfuric acid, indeed. Ooh. I think I just disconnected a wire there that I kind of wish I hadn't. Okay. Now, of course, the problem is we've got no sulfuric acid here, but that is probably easily fixed by finding sulfuric acid nearby. Ah, yes, the easy answer. We've got to get the souls of the damned and use it to do stuff. Oh, you know what? We got a sulfuric acid drop down there. Okay. So, that's fine. Connect that all up. So it's a little bit of a journey, but quite frankly, if this factory doesn't have pipes going everywhere, I don't honestly know what it's doing. And we just skirted around the outside of the iron, so that should be alright. I mean, there's technically already a line going up there, so it's fine. Exactly how it's already what's happening. Just keep the trend, you know? And it should actually burn stuff faster than the hydrochloric acid does. So, you know, absolute win as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Now the real problem is going to be, do we have enough pipes? And the answer is probably not. Maybe we should have considered that. At some point we're going to have a train that brings pipes in. I don't actually know if that's going to be a real thing, but it's exciting to think about, isn't it? I think we'll have enough underground pipes. I think we'll be alright. On the basis of I want to be alright, and therefore that's probably fine. You know it's a good system when you're just dragging pipes of acid through the countryside. Like, that's the way nature intended you to fix all your problems. Just long pipes through unrelated parts of the factory. Okay, new plan. We're gonna undo some of that, because it was stupid. Oops. Connect that back together very awkwardly. Okay, lots of sulfuric acid in there. Love that. Loving it. Now, I would like the output to be prioritizing this way. Although, depending how this goes with sulfuric acid, maybe we'll change that soon. Maybe this is the better way to do it. We'll see. Okay, so that gets the sandstone out of the way, but the problem is we've got these still. That's the real problem. However, if we bring in new crushers, which we do have, double the crusher speed, Oh, yes, that's what we're talking about. Double that crusher speed, which I imagine this is probably already having some sort of impact. Yes, it is actually. Iron is flowing. Yes, box the box of the box yesterday. We've got to keep boxing, don't we? If we don't, if you can't stop the box, I understand. Yeah, that's if that catches up, it's going to flow through much nicer. And how you going, Maholic? Yeah, thank you very much, Valdak, for giving the shout out to Maholic. Definitely worth checking out. You still doing space exploration, Maholic? Nullius is a cat mod. Yeah, I guess it does. That's probably why I'm having a good time. That does make sense, actually, now that you mention it. Did you want to be a cat and play with a lot of boxes? This is the mod for you. Alright, that will do. Sulfuric acid is probably burning through this stuff. Yeah, that's nicer. I like that. Trains time. My rails is chaotic as my belts. Please no, I will cry. You better believe my rails are just as chaotic. Like, of course. Like, you're not even surprised by this. You know the rails are chaotic because it's the way rails are supposed to be. I've been told that like the slogan of British Rails is "We'll get you there," and no, screw it. You'll get to where you think you should be. You'll get to exactly where I tell you to be. Are my rails as chaotic? You tell me. They're just as chaotic, aren't they? Designing unique spaceships for YouTube. Nice. That's where you want to... Custom spaceships, good times. Alright. So that's going to fix that problem, which should give me a nice supply of iron and steel. Look at that. Kiwiatic. Like chaotic. Yeah, it's a pretty fun element of it, actually. I agree. Is it worth actually setting up a new set of these just to boost everything? Maybe. Just have extra steel production? I see no harm that extra steel could cause. I mean, there's a lot of harm that extra steel... Yeah. I was thinking about, like, I don't know how it's going to do it, but, like, setting up, like, some sort of chaos versus law system. But I realized it would just go to chaotic immediately. So I was like, you know what? Just embrace the chaos. Because there's no way in hell anyone looks at the alignment charts and goes, ah, yes, law, that's safe. Yeah, that's true. Spaceships were pretty fun. I really want to like figure out the well, not figure out. I haven't played it, but the space elevators. I'm really excited to try those one day. I don't know when that day will be, but it doesn't matter. It's still exciting. The idea of space elevators is cool. Okay. So create a couple of these. What is our shortage? Concrete. Oh boy. Concrete, huh? What's wrong with concrete? I mean, if I take a guess, probably lack of production. Yeah, pretty much. Lack of silica. Really? Do we have a lack of silica? I mean, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be like a literal problem that I have. Where did silica come from? If I take a guess, probably up here. Okay. Okay. And what do we lack? Just water. Just saline water is what we lack. I honestly, I'm pretty surprised that we're just lacking saline water, but sure, why not? It's one of the easiest things in the game to produce, and we just don't have enough of it. Yeah, sure, why not? Nullius adds checkpoints and eventually the androids. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to deal with the androids, but figure it out when we get there, I suppose. I'm kind of worried about the androids, but you know. Okay. What, creep like for the biters? Like Zerg creep? Is that what you mean? Because that's something I didn't know I needed. I'll rephrase that. I didn't need that, but that's okay. Zerg! Okay. That's lots of saline water now. Can't build on it, you can move slowly over it. Ah, wonderful. That's kind of annoying, but kind of cool, actually. Okay, so that's now making more silica, which will make more of a lot of things. I mean, that's growth, right? Okay, the next thing we need to worry about is steel, I believe we're having problems with. And sure enough, we... Not for the reasons I thought we would. Shouldn't we have like a lot of steel over here? Yeah. We apparently need oxygen. Do we have electrolyzers? We have electrolyzer. Not quite what I asked for. So we clearly need more oxygen in there, which is manageable. Get some electrolyzers, chuck some oxygen in there, make steel. Just wham it in. Whee! Speaking of whamming it in, there's the train. Good old Zerg. I was traditionally a Zerg player in StarCraft. I was never very good at StarCraft, but I mean I was okay, but I liked Zerg. I like playing a bug race. Hey Technical Hedgehog, how you doing? That was almost perfect time, yeah. 5,000 rails through one section? I mean, it's not that bad. It's a little bad, but it's not that bad. It's manageable. He says, as if anyone would believe him. Okay. I don't know why we're going to do it that way. We should just copy what we already had, which is this. Because this is a good system. And we just got to put it somewhere where it'll work. Like here. Excuse me. There's clearly 5,372 rails. Yeah, you counted, I see. I've been found out. Damn. I was hoping no one would notice. But the noticing has happened. And now there is no way to stop the notice. Can't get past you. Thank you very much, Valdak. Okay. The next problem we're going to have is what to do with this wastewater, which I don't think I'd really considered. Oh, actually, this is an easy one to get rid of. He says, realizing that everything's just going to get in the way very soon. Oh, God. Taking notice of your noticing. Taking notice of you noticing my notice. Okay. Goodness. I appreciate the politeness, though. Let me just say that real quick. You know. Yeah, so that gets rid of the wastewater. That should... You notice the pipes? The pipes are fine. Pipes are meant to be there. That's supplying oxygen. Just to be on the safe side, because I don't know if we want any backfilling. We'll do that. feel like we probably don't. Oh, I see what's happened. The oxygen filled up. Interesting. So this is going to consume more iron, but that's okay as far as I'm concerned. Iron is the truth of the people. And more steel will allow more steel. It's funny how that works. Okay, so at some point we need to make large assemblers, because they are a checkpoint system, and they will be needed at some point, probably. We'll get to when we get to it. I think for now that fixes up a lot of my problems. So now we can probably just go back down here, probably put a radar up. Probably grab some more radars as well, actually. More radars. Good, yeah. I approve of radars. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite radar in the Citadel. What a weird part of that game. Just going around and saying, I'm Commander Shepard, this is my favorite store of the Citadel. Like, why would you do that? They are not called radars, they are called sensor node 1s. Yep, you got me. How far are we in the tech tree? Not that far. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe about halfway. You know what? We might be over halfway. Let's go to like a really late game technology, which would probably be Biochemistry 7. That sounds pretty late game. Yeah, I think we're over halfway. You like Radar O'Reilly? This is freeing to build like this. Yeah, I suppose it is. What is my opinion on the checkpoint system? I like it. The only thing that I wish is it would actually checkpoint. Like, there's a couple of times where it's like forced me to build something that I really didn't need for quite some time. So that I wasn't a particular fan of. Like, I didn't like when it was like, oh, you need to make these to proceed. And I'm like, I made them, and it's like titanium. I've only just started using titanium, but I had to build it so long ago. And I wasn't a fan of that. Because I'm like, if you're going to make me build titanium, force me to use it now. I've built it. I do need titanium now, but I mean, I could have used it earlier, I suppose, but it wasn't really that beneficial to use it earlier. And it was just like, yeah, I guess I have to build it at some point, but why? So, that's really my only critique to the checkpointing system. I do really like it though, it is pretty handy. It's good to be like, hey, you actually do need to advance. I mean, it's frustrating, let's be honest, but if I had my way, sometimes I would just stick with like the early technologies and never move from them. And it does force you to not do that. So, you know, it's not bad, it's just sometimes my laziness makes things a bit trickier. Oh, I want one of those motors. The checkpoint system, we can go and interact with paperwork related to government municipalities. I love that your people just accept and love this joke. Accept might be a strong word there, but clearly someone's enjoying that joke. Oh, we could have just grabbed these radars. Okay, well that's fine. We had to fix some stuff anyway. And we've accidentally picked up some capacitors, so we'll drop those off now. Okay. Like vanilla tries to make you use red belts and electric furnaces. Does it? Oh, electric furnaces, it tries to make you using it for purple science, right? At that point, you're using purple science and you've got to build them anyway, so you might as well use them, right? Is that what you mean? Like that sort of logic? I mean, you've built it, you might as well use it now. Alright, so we've got to build motor 3s, we need to build heat pipe box 2s and heat pipe box 1s. Which shouldn't be too big a deal. Also, I hope that steel is coming through better. Try because they're not cost effective if you're still on coal. Oh, I see. I don't think we could go wrong with more steel. I mean, we could go wrong with more steel, but I think we need more steel. So let's go grab some large furnaces and make it happen. Wait, are you still looking at the checkpoint system? Did you just say your own government system is cool? Get out of here. He's supporting the government, guys. He's a traitor to the people. Get him. Stop the steal. Yeah, quite the opposite, actually. We've got to start the steal. Make the steal real good. Oops, no. You know what? I think some of these also need to chill the bloody heck out. Steal the stop. Hmm. Okay. So we're going to do that, except the right way around with the right thing. And check equals 2. Because you really don't need to be here for this long. You can leave. Are there any other trains here that really shouldn't be here? Like, I feel like you have been here for longer than you should have been. So let's just grab one of these. Like, there's no way you needed to be here for this long. Like, it's just a lazy train that hasn't been working for so long. But if we do this, that will make it move along. And I would appreciate that. As will some of my future builds. This is... Oh my goodness. He's future planning, guys. He's future planning. My goodness. I'm so scared. Whenever I do future planning, I'm like, who is this man? I do not know. I am frightened. Battery 1s, these are, right? Yes. And I guess we do need to connect it to that as well. Check equals 2. Wait, hang on. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, they're not boxes. Oh, okay. Nah, they don't need to be right. They'll be fine. So yeah, don't worry. I haven't done that. I guess there's not that much planning. Acceptable levels of unplanning, I suppose. Acceptable for who? I don't know. Probably not me. Epoxy. Ah, they'll be fine. They're relatively small numbers. 1,000. You know, those numbers will be fine. Don't you worry about that. Like, the numbers are actually relatively low. So I don't anticipate it being a problem, really. Of course, that's the sort of thing that'll get me in trouble later, but of course, it wouldn't be a SeiferKatt run if I didn't do something that was proud of myself, but also ultimately shooting myself in the foot. Oh, and then we got to actually connect it, right. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that would probably work better. But with that, I think we are now good for this. Okay, moving along. Good news. Red belts are being made again, which means these are being made again, which means hopefully we're making progress again. Steel coming through, good. We've got large furnaces, good. And if we had a car, we'd drive over there. But the problem is I see no cars. Oh, actually I do. Max -1, yeah. The problem is I don't know what all the slots are max, and I also really don't care to spend too much time doing it. It's faster to fix a mistake later than it is to figure out all that stuff now. Like, the general rule of thumb? Yeah, exactly. General rule of thumb, it is just easier to go, it'll be fine, and then when it's not, fix it. You may not like that method, which I actually fully approve, that someone would be like, yeah, you could plan better, but I could spend hours just making sure numbers are right. Hours is an exaggeration, I know, but I could spend a long time figuring out numbers, making sure the numbers are correct. But it just might as well just be like, slap it all together and call it a day, you know? Perhaps easier, but it would take longer. You love numbers? Numbers are pretty cool usually, but at the same time, I don't want to have to deal with them. Numbers killed my family. Need money to fight numbers. For number fighting lessons. Takes longer once. Yeah, but I mean, when there's like 50 or 200 trains. Whereas most of the time, it'll be absolutely fine. So, you know. Alright, we're gonna do what the shirt. So, let's... Oh, I've got a new button. Let's see if it works. And so the only way to know for sure is if I go... Do-do-do-do-do! What the shirt. It worked. Nice. Boy, you shouldn't be here. Get out of here. Yeah, it's TVA, you're quite right. Today's shirt is the Time Variance Authority for all time, always. It's a shirt based around the time organization in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I kind of like it. Because they control time. And, you know, who doesn't honestly want to control time in their life? Okay. So let's get some power going. Because it seems like when I ripped that out, I broke the power. Row, fight the power. You hear time is a square. Hmm. Interesting theory. I was unaware of the square time. Is it because when they say be there or be square? Is that what you're talking about? Tennessee Valley Authority damming up rivers for your power needs. Huh. Well, thank you, Tennessee Power Authority. I did not know you existed, but now I know that you do. I wish you would stop. Okay. Where's all my iron? Ah. I see. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to do a new thing, which is... Yeah! I got the jam display back. Jam display! I was playing around on my stream deck, making sure things were working again. So, jam display. I shouldn't be as proud about it as I am, because it typically means something's stuffed up. Jam. Yeah. But, the important thing is, Seif's done some work. And this never happens. Because Seif is notoriously lazy or forgetful. Or both. Mostly forgetful. No, mostly lazy. Mostly it's like, I just want to play a different video game right now, and then I just don't do it. Come on and jam, and welcome to the train jam. Okay. We'll come back to this. Oops. Stretch. Yeah, we're going to do the stretch while driving. Crash into a pole. That's fine. Honestly, can't say I'm surprised. What's your problem? Why are we jammed? Oh yeah. If we do that, it'll fix everything, I think. If we do that as well. Okay. That should make our iron... What is this train jam? I think we are good. Not really a mod so much as a thing that I press on a button on like a little thing that I have. Valdic is... Was it working? Yes! No, I told Valdic. Valdic just wanted to see if that thing was working. We've got a new raid thing. It doesn't have a sound. I guess I need to have a sound. But, yeah, there you go. We've got to get to test it. No, thank you very much for testing it. I appreciate it. I think it should have been a bit longer, but that's alright. We can figure that out later. It's an improvement, right? We've got like a thing that's just weird. You can look at a cat, and as the cat looks at you. You know, it's like the void. When you look into the cat looks at you. Shout out, SeiferKatt. Thank you for the shout out, Solburn. Yeah, that does work. Thank you. I appreciate you shouting me out on my own stream. What the hell? Oh, goodness. How are those connected? Oh, through the bottom. I see. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this apart just for the moment. And then we're going to do 2 of them. Alright. You're shouting at me. Well, I'm used to it. People are always shouting at me for something that I've done. Usually deserved. Like, usually the shouting makes sense of why it's happening. What did Seifer stuff up today? Everything! Okay. What was the plan here? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the plan there was, which kind of worries me because it usually means I've got to break something else. I'm going to use the slightly slower priorities. They'll do the job. Alright. Why are we doing shoutouts like this, guys? Why is this happening? Matrix has overtaken us all, I guess. It happens a lot. So, I was at a local library today, and they like had a course for teaching people how to program, and they were mentioning like the Matrix and red pills, and I'm like, oh no. The library's trying to red pill people. Which I was like, don't appreciate that, library. Please don't do that. We don't need more of that in our lives. Okay. Testing the limits of the system. Man, you know the limits of the system are not great when I'm in charge, right? Just double checking that one. Okay, so we should be sorting... Iron should be fine now, right? We got more iron coming in? Yeah, iron's coming in. Maybe we actually need a second iron train. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. Because it appears that when the iron runs out, the iron runs out. It's funny how that works. Okay. Because 500, sorry. Yeah, 500 boxes of iron does not actually last that long. So 2,000 boxes of iron each time. Like, it's almost done already. So maybe we do need another train. I suspected this day would come. Iron train. Yeah. Trin. So when the train comes by, we will copy its soul. One, two, three, four. The soul of the train has been copied. And now I realize, how does it get fuel? Okay, it takes that fuel. Alright. Wondering what to play. A lot of good games to play, I suppose. I've been playing a lot of Phoenix Point lately. I don't know if I necessarily recommend it, but I do enjoy it. Hardly helpful advice, though, is it? I've been playing a game. I don't recommend it, but I've been playing it. Great. There is possibly less useful sentences in the history of the world, but that was certainly not one of them. I mean, there were certainly more useful sentences, but that was not one of them. There we go. So that's going to do its best to collect iron. And hopefully that will result in just good times. And there's one thing I like. I could probably use stack inserters. Those are stack inserters. They're the best stack inserters we have. I mean, we could improve the inserters to stack inserter 4s, but we haven't got that technology. Well, we haven't built it yet. But they are stack inserters. What's the difference between 3s and 4s? On the left. On the left of what? Left of what, please? I do not understand. I am a small cat. They are stack inserters. Yeah, these are all stack inserters. Blue ones are stack inserters. Just to be confusing. Yeah. They are slow. They are slow because I think they have a limit of... the inserter capacity is 5. It's the best they can do. Please don't be mean to my inserter sons. They're doing their best. My hope is if we just push through enough iron, this will not be as big a deal. It's probably a optimistic idea. Oh, one thing I could actually think about doing, I was looking at this earlier, I could look at making the better night vision goggles. Which is sensor 2s and some hard glass, which quite honestly, pretty easy to make. So let's get on to that. Optimistic crime, exactly. Friends with the Credible Hulk. Not the Incredible Hulk, of course, the Credible Hulk. So I need hard glass. How do you make glass hard? No one answer that. Okay. We'll get sensor 2s. Bronze man. Yes. Glass is already harder than a lot of stuff. That's true. But this is hard glass. Like, so that tells you something, doesn't it? Harder than normal. Oh, I really wish I hadn't driven in here. Actually, kinda am glad in some ways. And we need inserters as well. Bouncing spider? Instead of Black Widow, I see. I see. Mined hole in an ore patch? What? Oops! You did indeed mine a hole into your ore patch. Oh, goodness. That's funny. I like it because it reminds me of everything that I do. Like all the dumb things that happen accidentally for me. I'm like, yeah. Which is not a place where you really want to be. The thief goes, oh yeah, looks like something I would do. Like that's when you need to reevaluate your life. Okay, we're gonna take the goggles out. The goggles, they do more, hopefully. I think there'd be some ore under the silo. Ooh, maybe. Okay. Let's make those heat pipes now. This is a difficult place to get through. Maybe I shouldn't try and do it this way. Go by the train line. That's the safest way to do it. He says crashing into a power pole that actually has nothing connected to it. What are you going to do? Hit my car? Wouldn't dare, would you? I mean, also because I accidentally drove off the line by mistake. But it's not the point. Oh yeah, map view would connect them. Would have them as separate things because they'd be disconnected. Good point. We don't want to build this. I think you just keep building around here. I'm liking this build. It's all under the silo. Yes. Yeah, I got it. It's good. It's good. Wait, bridge under the water? Bridge under the water's bad. The people say water over the bridge. That's a problem. People are dying. Anyone on that bridge, they've been washed away. We might need to get more train stops. But for now, I think we're okay. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Point 0.48. I don't know why it started trying to break it down into millions. Vehicle snap, yeah, I know. I know, but I do nothing to stop it. Okay. Doggy dog world. Yep. The worst thing is when it's someone who's like a higher position than me says like that sort of thing, because obviously I'm the sort of person who wants to correct people when they say things wrong, because that's the sort of person I am. And I'm just like, ah. I mean, you could. I'm not gonna. Probably what I should do, but you know, I don't want to. I don't want to. And I'm very stubborn about that fact. Too stubborn about that fact, one might say. Sodium, yep. If we do that, that'll fix that up. We do need to connect argon in, which we have already done. We have already done that. So we now just need to get the titanium. And then we're good. Good for everything except the last bit. Okay. There we go, and that gets us more titanium. This does also get us more salt, which I'm not really super keen on, but, you know. Do I find it insulting? A little. Okay, so that gets the salt that way. And then the titanium. This is a little bit of a dog's breakfast, but that's okay. Do we need more ways to get rid of the salt? Probably. Yeah, I think we do need to get rid of more salt. And then we will... How do you get rid of salt? We are turning water into salinated water and then dumping it in the ocean. As you do. You just gotta dump some water in the ocean sometimes, it's fine. But all the cool kids are doing, don't you want to be one of the cool kids dumping things in the ocean all day? It's probably not a great thing to do, but hey, you know, I can't imagine it's ever going to bite me in the ass about the things I've dumped in the ocean. I imagine we also do need more of these. I don't think we've really got enough, though. Oh, maybe we do. We're just not dumping enough seawater out. Okay. And we do need more sodium. Which means we do need to make more sodium. How do I ever actually make something in this base without constantly being like, oh, but we don't have X, Y, Z. Oh, but we also don't have Z. Oh, we don't have A? How do we not have B? It's just like constant, really, isn't it? I mean, I acknowledge it's my own fault, like 95% of the time, 100% of the time. A little bit of self-realization midway through that sentence. Or I play slow enough for it to not matter. That's probably true too. Okay, well that's going to help once we have more sodium. One day I will start building these things that I want to build. One day. I don't know when that's going to happen, but one day. Really, I think another thing I should do is just remove these rocks that are just all over the place. Tidy up some of the pipes. That would all be very helpful stuff to do. Okay, let's speed these up to be using the correct technologies. Have I tried nuclear weapons? I haven't got nuclear weapons yet. I don't know if I actually get nuclear weapons. I do know I get nuclear power, of course, but I don't know if they ever actually evolve into weapons. What? Nuclear technology is evolving. Dun 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 dun. Uh. Okay. Can we turn this into boxes of salt? We can. Okay. I'm making salt. Oh, don't be so salty about it. Ah. Ah, they're holding salt. I don't want that. Please let go of the salt. It has insulted me. It is the salt in my senses. I probably have other puns as well, but we don't really need to go through them all today. Let's box up the salt. Control click the inserters. What would that do? Why would I need to control click inserters? I mean, it takes... Oh. Oh. No, I didn't even consider that. Okay. No, I didn't know I could do that, but I didn't really even consider the possibility of why you would, so... Okay. Good to know, good to know. We are now making a lot more chlorine than I think we have a system that's able to deal with. That's probably not great. And that's doing what? I should be making a lot of hydrochloric acid. And it is? So I'm inconsiderate. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much my MO. So that's making the hydrochloric acid, which is good. We do need it. I wonder if we can make it faster. The answer to that is, of course we can. And we should. Which will also be used for a bunch of other stuff, which is pretty helpful. Like, that's filling up. Why can't I just dump chlorine into the ocean? That's my question. Oh yeah, I know of that game. I've seen Game Grumps playing it, I think. And them just being like really bad at it. Because of course. But yes, I'm aware of that game. It's amusing. I mean, it's more amusing when you don't do the considerate thing, I think, in that game. Oh yeah, no, it really is. It's on Steam as well? Oh, excellent. Okay, it is dealing better with the chlorine. The chlorine is being ditched. That is good. But it's not good. What, the multiplayer version or the game itself? I don't think it's a game I'd like to buy. I like the WarioWare series a lot. But I don't think it's a game I necessarily need to have. Okay, we don't need to be in that train. The multiplayer, okay. I could argue the multiplayer in WarioWare is not particularly great either, but... You know, you do what you have to do. Hydrochloric acid is still struggling. That's okay. It'll get there. I don't know. I think that'd be a really funny thing. Hey, Panda, let's play a game about being considerate. And it's like, yeah, this sounds like very passive-aggressive bullshit, right? Hey, Panda, I think we need to play a game that's all about being considerate. Maybe we can learn something. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. This is gonna go great. It's gonna go down like a right treat. But only in Japan, because some of these things are strange. As I said, I was watching some the Game Grumps playing it at some point, just because I was clicking. I don't need to like give reasons for my decisions anyway. And one of the like little bits was they're watching like a VTuber, and something happens, and they see the guy behind the VTuber, and instead of being like a cute young anime girl, it's like this bald man, and it's like the considerate thing to do is just look away, and it's like no. No, I don't know. I don't think anyone cares if that happens. It's like, yeah. I mean, whatever, man. Very good at disguising their voice in that case, I suppose. WarioWare. I liked the new WarioWare. It was definitely a shift from the previous games, but I enjoyed it. You know, WarioWare's a fun game. I don't know if I particularly liked like the characters sort of running around, that sort of thing. That's part of the funny. Yeah, that is true. That is a very good point. So what do we need? We need two things. You know what? We could always just gather... Do the 4 again. I think the 4 was pretty good. We do not need tanks this time. Get rid of those tanks, please. Okay. I don't think I need to worry about that yet either. In fact, let me just ditch all that for now. I mean, it reminds you of like just the game about consideration. Just reminds you of like the classic thing with the it's like a thing teaching like McDonald's workers how to work in McDonald's in Japan, and it's like that's strange that you would do that way, but okay, sure, why not? Yeah, it was like a DS game. It's like, okay, that's one way you could teach people, I suppose. Hello? No, 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 you're not needed here. Right, we probably need to change these to the correct station names, which is ASDF. You can go. You're not supposed to be here. Train leaves dejected. Ah, I know when I'm not wanted. Which is actually right now, so I guess you do. Get out of here, train. Alright, so what do we need? We're doing this one, so it needs aluminium sheets and pipe 2s. Oh. Pipe 2s, huh? We don't make pipe 2s like this. Okay, well I guess we're making pipe 2s over here as well. We'll make it out of plastic, shall we? Plastic is a pain because it's the one which I thought before would be a good idea. And I think once we're done with this, we might actually need to have another layer of trains. Yeah, another layer of trains. That way we can get the heat pipes and the pipe 2s out. Now the reason why we need the pipe 2s to go out is because the pipe 2s are being made, needed to be made for a whole bunch of other stuff. So we might as well do that as well. The other question is pipe 2s. Do we need underground pipes to be made for stuff? Yeah, kinda. We don't have gravel. You know, we won't worry about that just yet. Worry about that another day. So we'll do the plastic one first, shall we? Yes, we shall. Connect, connect, connect. Making sure they are doing the right thing. They are not. Don't know why I would suspect they were. If it is less than, say, 500, output a check. Any check that you wish, just output a check. And then if check equals 4 in this case, output Veldak. Yep, you know what, Veldak, you came exactly the way I wanted you to play that game, and you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Alright, and I've done it. I've tricked Veldak. First I tricked him into playing Magic, and now this. Truly, I have become a master genius. And I'm a mastermind, if you will. And this can be aluminium sheets. By the way, I hope people enjoyed the brief Magic stream I did the other day. I plan to be just doing a couple of those like sort of guerrilla streams later on, just like when I feel like streaming Magic, just playing some Magic. And like not long stream, just like, you know, an hour or so, just to do the stream. And play it on Mac without Epic, so you had to install it on a phone. Oof. How's it play on the phone? You don't pay me to play Magic? Well, that's alright. You pay me to play Factorio, I guess, and that's what I'm doing right now. It's a freebie, if you will. You know, who doesn't like a freebie? Aluminium sheet drop. No path. Really? Probably means the sheet drop is broken in the first place. You're just joking? I figured you were. Don't you worry, Jam Jam Jam. I thought it was joke time, but I was responding accordingly regardless. Why? I don't know. Magic was fun. Could have been longer. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go a little longer, but I did need to go to dinner. So, yeah. It is what it was. I really just wanted to open the packs, and anything I do is awesome. You love watching my content. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you so much. But yeah, I do want to do more of that when we get the chance. What do you mean no path out? You got in here. Is there no way out? Have I trapped you here for all eternity? Oh shit. How is there no path out? Oh wait, because it's gonna be like that. Okay. But yeah, like I'd like to do some more magic and just talk about decks I make and maybe do some deck construction. I'm not particularly great at magic. I'm okay. Like I have made it to like the highest rank once, and it was a shitty red burn deck. And I didn't feel good about it, but I did it anyway. I say shitty, it was actually a decent deck. Like, I actually spent a long time refining it and making it better and all that sort of jazz. But, burn deck doesn't exactly feel good to play. It feels like you're doing something, like, I wouldn't say illegal, but illegal. It feels like, you've just come in to kick sand in the other person's face. And they're like, why would you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I just wanted to win. So, no. But, so usually, like, that's the only deck that I've actually gone that well with. I've gotten to Diamond a couple of times, which is still pretty damn good. No, I get to Platinum sometimes. I built a deck last night, and it was rather rubbish. And I kept playing it, hoping it would get better, and it just wouldn't. I think I just built a bad deck. But yeah, so I'll play some Magic sometimes, just to, like, it won't be scheduled, it'll just be, I feel like playing Magic. And if you guys can make it, great, and if you can't, well, it'll be on YouTube. I'll put it up sooner than most of these videos. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun, right? That's what streaming is. It's just a bit of fun for me. Okay, we'll build these in larger symbols, I suppose. Okay, so I don't think we need this much, but we're going to build this much. And also, I'm going to have it so that, because I know not a lot of you play Magic, and while, some of you don't play Magic, some of you are interested in what's going on, so I'm going to have like a channel points reward, which is like explain what you're doing in more detail, so that way if people want me to explain more detail, I can. And if people don't care, then I'll just play the game. Thank you very much for following Gahalo Mandron. Sorry for messing up your name there. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys just coming out to... Oh, you know what? The trains haven't been jammed for a while. Let's turn that off. Yeah. So that's the plan. Alright, and then we go back that way. That doesn't feel good. Because then we're going to load up a train. Okay. Because I think some of you enjoyed watching Magic or enjoyed watching me go through stuff, but like, there's questions, and I don't anticipate you guys going, oh, well, I have to learn Magic just so I can enjoy Steve's stream. I want to be entertaining and be watchable. And Magic is not always the most watchable game. I get that. So I'm happy to explain stuff for people. And it's going to be like a really cheap channel reward thing. It's going to be like 50 points. Just to make it easier for people, just so everyone can appreciate the stream and enjoy themselves. Alright, so now that we've got the pipes being made, in theory. Okay, pipes being made. Pipes being made. Again, yes. Need 2 lines? You know what? 2 seems to be the good number of things to have, so we'll do it that way. Okay, so we've got the heat. Time to bring the pipe. Got the pipe. Alright. Medium assemblers. I don't know how many of these we'll need. 4 will probably be enough for now. I've based this on very complicated maths, which is 4 is a very high number, and very few people I know can count to 4, so it's probably the correct number. In fact, I'm not even sure it is possible to count to 4, so, you know, we're not going to question it too much. We're just going to accept that 4 is a number that scientists have theorized may exist one day, but it does not. Okay. I've forgotten about water. 1, 2, 3, many. Ah, troll counting, I see. I am aware of troll counting. Which is like my favorite bit in Terry Pratchett. There's one of the watch books, but it was like many people think that trolls can't count higher, but they can. And it was like the longest footnote I've ever seen in a Terry Pratchett book, and it was so good. R.I.P. Terry Pratchett, R.I.P. Okay, so we need water. It's a classic problem in life. Seawater intake. Oh, we gotta filter the water too. Ugh. Filtered water. Dead enemies 1, 2, 3, many. Many 1, many 2, many 3, many, many. Yeah, but the counting goes more than that. So we need distillation plants. Bet you we don't have any distillation plants. I'm not seeing it, which is not filling me with joy. So I guess we need to go get some distillation plants. That's alright. It wouldn't be a SeiferKatt build unless I'd forgotten something critical. Okay, get these rocks out of the way, please. Now remember, the safest place to drive is the train tracks, because there's no trains. Not necessarily the truth, but... let's actually, tidy up this line, shall we? There we go. Can we tidy that up a little bit more as well? Not really much more than that, actually. Oh, wait. There we go. Just tidying it up a bit. Gotta love it. You don't have to. You should. That can't be good. I'll worry about that later. If it does that, it's usually because something filled up after it left, which is not great, because that shouldn't be happening. That's the problem I had with the volcanic gas. I don't know if that helped. That's the thing that makes me interested about languages. As I've said many, many times, I only speak English, but just the idea that some jokes just do not translate. Because either they're puns or it's just the joke does not translate. And it's oh, I find that just fascinating, honestly. A level of humor that just cannot be understood by a large percentage of the world because the joke is very particular to a particular region. And that's really cool. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of Czech language issues, so one of my favorite designers is a Czech designer, and Vlada Chatvil. I can't pronounce his name. We've played this game before, but apparently when they're doing the English translations, the way they do it is because there's a lot of like comedy in the manual. And so the designer who wrote the manual, he has a friend who speaks English, and he's like, this joke's not going to work in English. So he writes a different joke that would work in English, and his friend would approve of because he knows his friend. And I'm like, that's kind of a cool way of doing it. Like, it was a joke about this. Okay, we'll write a new joke then, I suppose. And I think that's cool. We probably need to go get some more not inserters. Inserters are probably a little bit short, but that's alright. Belts is actually what I was thinking. Probably a few more of these too. Okay. We need some more undergroundy boys. You never go wrong with too many undergroundy boys. Like, you'll use them, so it's probably fine. How are we doing with chests? Could do with some more chests. Could do with some more train stations, could do with some more rails. Okay. So we'll just do a little bit of a resupply. I don't anticipate this being everything we need, because I know who I am as a person. But it should help. Was allowed to change several pages to deliver a joke. Ah, yes, that's the sort of translation BS that I needed to know about. That's so cool. The joke doesn't work. Can I change multiple pages just so this joke works? That's so good. But that's it. I'm jealous of people who can speak multiple languages just because this is just a thing that makes sense. I mean, honestly, in New Zealand, there's not a lot of drive to learn other languages aside from the Māori language, which is, a cultural language that doesn't really get used outside New Zealand. I'm sure it probably does. How long has that been disconnected for? I'm sure there are places where it could be useful, but it's not like you do a lot of business outside of the country in Māori. I mean, it's still an important thing to have a different language, of course, but not quite the same. Like, for instance, learning French means you can do business in a whole bunch of countries, but learning Māori does not even mean necessarily you can do a lot of business in New Zealand. Because I don't think there is anyone that speaks exclusively Māori. Could be wrong. But I don't think so. Huh? You think so? Okay. Alright, so now we've got the distillery, finally. We can change that water. Wait a second. There's a way easy way to do this. I did all that work and then I realized, hang on a second. Nope, I don't. We still have to do that because we don't have the water pumps. Okay. For a moment there, we almost did something efficient. Almost. Okay, saline water into brine. Okay. I don't think it's going to be making near enough water, but... not even close. It's fine. It's not really, but... is it worth doing all these fixes just to make more water? Yes, that seems like a joke that is very language-based. It seems like a pun, honestly, and puns do not translate well. I don't think they do. Ah, well, I didn't pick up more chests, so I suppose that's a reason to need to go back at some point. Two is probably too many, but at the same time, I'm not changing it. Okay, and... oops. Do. And electrolyzers for the batteries we don't have here. Need to get the batteries. If we bring in the battery train, there should be a battery train somewhere. There? Yeah. Bring the battery train. Grab stacks of batteries and figure it out from there. And we're going to a pipe train. Oh. Right. No, you know what? Again, I don't think that joke works. I'm so confused. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought we had a jam, but we don't. It is moving. It was a minor delay, not a jam. That's fine. We can have minor delays. Okay. Ah, okay. Right. I understand. Oh, hang on. Did we use this water? Bet you we could use that water. Okay, so we've got heat pipe 1s. That's a start, I suppose. Let's steal this water. Water theft. There is no greater crime on this planet. You know, aside from theft. Just regular theft. Murder, I suppose, is a bad one. Okay, I'll rephrase it. There's a lot of crimes worse than water theft. But I'm doing water theft. Okay, that seems to be powering everything back on. Yeah. And that'll make all my dreams come true. If my dreams were constructing a lot of heat pipes, it's happening. Okay. So, now my goal is to make heat pipe 2s. As a plus note, we do need to make pipes. I don't know if it's a plus note, but as a note, as a noteworthy thing. If we, just wondering where's the best place to make pipes. Well, it's fiberglass and epoxy. Hang on, what if we made pipes? Because we have fiberglass and epoxy in a similar place, right? Fiberglass is over here somewhere. Glass fiber, fiberglass. Right, and epoxy on all your houses is probably around there too. Epoxy. It's literally right next to it. So if we extended this out, we could just make a pipe. There we go, that's easy. Problem solved. And then we just bring in the pipes. Sometimes he do be thinking. Sometimes he do be so lazy, he comes up with his own solutions. Okay, so let's go and get that. I'm somewhat appreciative of seeing these things that are actually not making anything. It sounds like a waste, but it also just means that the machine is satisfied. The Omnisire is pleased. And obviously you don't want to anger the Omnisire. I shouldn't need to tell you that. Okay, we'll get rid of that, because that's clear before we had boxes. Okay. The Omnisire is pleased with this development. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I probably don't want... Oh. Doesn't really matter what I want in that case, does it? You know what? It's probably time to a crap box. Crap boxing is the way of the true hero. Yeah, that's fine. And then we will do that. Do that. Put the fiberglass in this box, because why not? Okay. And we're going to put some batteries in there, because that's how I live. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Uh-oh. We're doing this again, are we? Meow. Don the mask? Oh yeah, we can don the mask. It's been a while. We haven't donned the mask in a while. Mask? has been donned. There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy my inability to see anything. Okay, good. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's what it's there for, right? Oh, hang on. Something's not quite working the way I want it to. Why not? Question. That's better. Ah, there we go. Okay, okay. Sorry, just fixing things on my end. Meowsk. Okay, so we need to make pipes. Now these are made in mediums. Okay, they can be made in mediums, that's fine. Okay, good. Wait, that's the wrong way around. Then if we connect that like that and like that. And then I've just realized we do need to worry about a fluid coming in, which is the epoxy. Ah, an epoxy in all your houses. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm a genius. We just got to do the soul burn method. Named after the true hero of the people. Okay. Good. Get that rock out of the way. We don't need rocks. Connect that up there. Like that. And then we just need to get the epoxy in here. And we are sorted. We're sorted. And chuck some power up. Heard good things about power. Some people say power corrupts. Me, I say it just runs my factory. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have put that right there. Alright. Nope, just regular batteries, please. Nat trees? Nat trees? Okay, we got it right eventually. Okay, so that'll make pipe 2s, or pipe 3s rather. We've got pipe 2s being made, which is going to be very important for this because I think that requires pipes of every sort. Which is fine, it's just kind of painful. But, you know, they've got to be made, so just keep it coming. Keep it coming, boys. Pipe 4, I know, right? Pipe 3B pick. How far they go? I think 4 is the top level of pipe. Anyway, we've clearly got a jam there, so let's go fix that. We got my car though. Just because otherwise I'll just walk off without my car again. The thing I do a lot. Come on and slam, and welcome to the train jam. Hey you, what are you gonna do? Hey you, what should you have done in the first place? I had a train jam, probably. Okay, so... I see. Probably needed to connect that there. Good question. Come on, please slam. Please welcome yourself to the jam. Help yourself to the jam. Can I turn the salt back into sodium? Yeah, hang on. Why am I not just turning the salt back into sodium? I guess I gotta deal with the chlorine, which is a problem. Oh yeah, stop the timer. That's valid. I don't think salt's a problem though. I think the real problem is getting rid of the chlorine. Even that seems to be going okay right now. Okay. How do you avoid chlorine? You've got to melt it with limestone, and sometimes you got to get, well, right now, the only way I can do it is get sodium hydroxide, no, calcium hydroxide, and hang on, I'll remember the words in a moment. Calcium hydroxide and limestone can void the chlorine. Soon, hopefully, I'll get a technology that'll allow me to just leave it at chlorine, but not just yet. That's a little bit further in this tech tree. You know, this might be crazy, but there might be some benefit to actually making pipe 4s over here, because all the pipes are going to be here anyway. We need to make graphene, which... that's going to be a pain. We can make graphene elsewhere, though. Okay. So what do we need? Well, we've got my heat pipe 1s. They're coming in. That's pretty good. I should probably name this the right thing, which is pipe 2B pick. And I see we've got another ASDF, which probably needs to be corrected to heat pipe 1B pick. What is that station supposed to be? Ah, titanium sheets. Okay. That one's got its name right? Yes. Okay. If I go to titanium, sheet, titanium sheet. All right. How's skilk funny? Does that mean something? Okay, sodium's still coming through. Sodium probably needs to be sped up. Probably not too difficult to speed up sodium though, to be honest. The chlorine is, as always, the problem. No, it's just a jumble of letters. Well, I mean, ASDF is a jumble of letters as well, I suppose. Okay. I see. Alrighty then. What is the plan? Oh, we need pipe 3s, eucalyptic salt, probably not what it's called, ceramic powder, and insulation boxes. Okay. Well, let's get the salt. Why the salt? I don't know. Gotta start somewhere, right? We have run out of things. That's alright, we'll go grab some. Or rather, we'll have it come to us. Well, we're going to start working it out now. So by the time the train arrives, we can start just finishing the job. It will be time to finish the job. That's the one I wanted. Excellent. It gives us 100. Nice. 100 is probably enough to work on for a while. I don't think it's jammed. It's just slow. Slow is fine. That's going to turn it off. Yep, that's right. You hear that coal is slow? Well... Surprised, we haven't actually had that many delays up here for a while. I thought we got a lot of those sorted out. I think the problem is this part here, actually. I think converting a lot of these into one line was a very good idea. And we're not really doing that anymore. Coleslaw? 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 Is that what we're doing? Are we doing coleslaw? Is this a coleslaw joke? Have we just walked into a coleslaw joke? Hail, brave adventurer, welcome to the coleslaw joke. You have walked into it. Unexpected. Yeah. Damn it. I said streaming was rough, but no one warned me we'd be making coleslaw jokes. I don't think anyone told me streaming was... some people say streaming is rough, I guess. Okay. And we're going to need a train to dip into the unknown reaches of the human psyche to bring us... I don't know, just bring us insulation. Like, I don't care. Just insulation, please. I didn't expect it to be a doggy dog world. That is very true. Didn't expect doggy dog world? Like a classic Elden Ring / Dark Souls line, isn't it? Didn't expect doggy dog world. I never expect doggy dog world. Oh no, we're not bringing in D for dog. That's not happening. I am C for cat, I am not D for dog. Alright. So that gets some of the things together. If we grab a line for the heat pipes. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. What is the catty cat world? I mean, it is pretty catty world, let's be honest. Oh. Right, I guess we don't need that much oxygen. Sounds like I've been led astray. Yes, it does sound like that, doesn't it? Okay, so what do we need? We need more water tanks. We need to get rid of a bunch of this crap. Take the car? No, I think we'll just take this for not feeling. Oh, you're on fire with your puns today, aren't you? I would say you're burning. Oh, great. Okay, so we need some water tanks and we need some... I mean, the radar probably wouldn't be too bad. Water tanks, what was the other thing I needed? I can't actually remember. Oh, you're going to try and tell me that I don't have right of way? I think you'll find I have right of way because I'm not stopping. Oh god, this is where accidents happen. Hey, we got it. Ah, there's the water. Can we put the flotation cells back? Good. And then... well, we've got 51 red belts. We might as well convert them into blues while we're here. What was the other thing I wanted though? This is the thing that's bothering me now. Was it boxes? Boxes I was certainly running low on, but I don't think that's what I needed. And underground pipes, again, I'm running low on them, but I don't think that's why I left. Also, actually, why? Concrete's still a problem, huh? Oh, because we wanted to dump a bunch of this crap. Okay. What I'd like to do is get... Some of those. Where are these going? The further I walk, the more unhappy I become. Okay, we're good. And we need to get some logistics spots. Now, don't worry, guys. This is not so I can make a logistics base. You know me better than that. This is just so I can get rid of stuff I don't want in my inventory. Okay. Right. Sandstone might be a bit of a problem right now. What we're going to do... This won't actually help it much, but we're going to try. Sandstone. That's going to dump all the sandstone in the box. Okay. That was something. I'm a little bit worried about how much sandstone we've got coming down here. We might need to... Okay, never mind. I was going to say we might need to expand the mines. But really we just need to build more mines. How about we mine our own business, huh? I suppose that's what this game's really about, isn't it? Power is probably on the verge of low. Power's always on the verge of low. We worried about power every time it was low. We'd never get anything done. One could argue we never really get anything done anyway. Those are some large miners. Yeah, I know, right? How many modules do they accept? One apparently. Okay, that'll help. Power is struggling, but that's not anything unusual. We're so close to getting nuclear power. That's going to be a good day. I mean, yeah. We've always got low power though. Not even worth bringing up. Look, if I was a person who had a lot of power, I'd probably have more power than this. It's alright, we're getting closer and closer to nuclear power. It's down here. I mean, come on, that's so close. Nope. We're going to do it with heavy water. We're going to do it the C block method. Just dredge the sea. It's the real way to do anything in this world. But yeah, nuclear power will be made. It's just going to take a little bit longer as we slowly get through the sciences. So, I mean, in the meantime, we really should just keep putting up some more wind turbines whenever we get the chance. Like those rowers, they row, fight the power. They do that. Train jam, sign you up. We haven't had a train jam for a while. We can probably turn that off right now, but thank you. Train jam alert is off. That's only a 1 minute jam. 1 minute jam's not too bad. Certainly not the worst jam we've had. Row your boat. What, gently down the stream? Is life such a dream? Apparently. No, 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 no. I'm not that bad. It was a 1 minute 45-second jam. And that one's been fixed. I think I don't think I've had a jam that was like a 1 hour jam. Unless it started to be a jam and then I forgot about it, which... Yeah, I wouldn't assume that hasn't happened before. Oh yeah, okay, I remember where I was going up here. Drop off the iron and limestone and stuff. Where does the iron go? Oh, down there, I see. Tumbles had a base-wide jam, prompting him to rebuild the whole base. Oof. F in chat for that one. That's rough. That's a sort of nightmare that I don't want to ever consider happening. See what happens when an electric train runs out of electricity because it ran off. Oh, that is funny. You get that when you go put 2.7? Fair enough. Yeah, electric train runs out of electricity and riding off the electric rails. That's funny. I don't think I get electric trains in this mod. I think I get... There is a type of locomotive I get that is new. I get solar locomotives. Which... I don't know if I actually give a damn that much. It's also quite a while away, so yeah. Any more electrolyzers? Yeah, let's get some more electrolyzers while we're here. That's very much how we're doing the train lines these days. Where are the electrolyzers? Down here, I believe. Is this them? They're around here. When they kill you, they had a locomotive. The trains have gone loco. The insulation train is broken. Good news about that, it's easily fixed. Okay. And then check equals 2. That turns that off. Wonderful. And then it needs to go and drop us off anyway. Runs out of electricity, drops you a marker of how your train's out of power. And then we move for another 3 minutes on reserve power. Oh, that is rough. Oh, that's a doggy dog world right there. Oh no. That is pretty bad. Okay, we've got to move into the countryside. Fair enough. It's alright, Fox, you're probably doing something. You don't have to. Let's see, these have sorted themselves out, so that's good. Means iron is probably flowing mostly okay. is what we'd say if iron was flowing through mostly okay. Iron is not flowing through mostly okay, due to the lack of what I can only assume is a lack of caustic solution. Do we need to make a lot more caustic solution? Maybe. Do we have too much hydrogen chloride? Is that a problem? Kind of? Yeah, it is actually a problem. Okay. Okay, look, let's put the caustic solution up there so we can remember that we really need to find a lot more caustic solution. It sucks. That's life, I suppose. Alright, so now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build another one of these, actually, I think. One could be a little bit trickier. Because I can't help but notice there's like fucking ponds everywhere. Sort of Ponzi scheme. Okay. So we're dropping off things. Kind of a little bit long of a rail, isn't it? Make that much rail. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't get to it before I did. The outrage. Ceramic powder. Actually, that's all we need at that point, isn't it? I mean, at that point, why don't we just... Oh. Yeah, I think I just figured out why we don't just do that. Terrible minds think alike. I've heard that. We didn't pick up more boxes. That's alright. At some point I'm gonna have a train that just brings me boxes. One day, maybe. Living the dream there, I suppose. Okay. And this is going to be bringing along the ceramic powder? Yes, it will. Ceramic powder, B drop. Food's here. Oh, excellent. What's the food? What you eating today? I mean, this excited about what someone's eating since Veldak last talked about what he was eating. We need pipes as well, I see. But I want it to be flipped. You're too good to that, man. You know that, Wes. Oh, you know that, Veldak. An orange-colored pasta. Well, that's what you're talking about. No, that's the food of kings right there. Kings who have heart conditions. Actually, maybe I'd be better off doing like this. Might run into a mite of trouble there. Do that. We can. Not gonna fit. Actually is. Is probably the most surprising part of all of this. It might be. You'll probably still kind of appreciate the effort you did. No, probably not. Who knows? Bombati with sweet potatoes and mushrooms. That sounds alright. That sounds like a good, decent meal. Okie dokie. How we feeling? We've got everything here that we need. That makes me feel pretty good. And we've got a big long space, so what I might do is have like this sorted out. Then we connect everything together. Is there heat pipe 3s? Please say no. Heat pipe 3s are a thing. They're going to be a right pain to build, and we're going to build them somewhere else. Heat pipes are made in foundries. Oh, okay. The last ones weren't, but I guess these ones are. We're going to build them like this, I think. Because this is going to be one of these ones that you need to do this with. So you go that. Right. Probably. And then you've got to go like that. That one always goes straight ahead. Oh, I don't actually think I ever connected that one properly. No, it's not connected properly. Also, I think... What am I doing? I am connecting things. And if I don't do it right, it won't blimming work. I think that's right. There we go. So, that'll make heat pipe 2s. That's probably more than we need, but you know what they say, Better build more than you need. Actually, then why am I doing it that way? Hang on. It'd be better to do this. Save more space on the upwards. Save more space on the upwards. Always work on 2 at a time. Yeah, it's actually probably a better idea. Also, while that's pretty good, what was my plan for getting them out? And the answer is, I don't need your shit. Yeah, just realized that one. A moment too slow, but that's alright. Oh god. Yep, look, we're gonna pick up all this stuff later, don't worry about it. Oh god. Oh god, the massacre. It's even the wrong thing. Just to make things slightly worse for myself. Elbow method is not needed for this. Doesn't have any liquids. I mean, to be fair, I thought it was ready. So that's on me. Oh. I thought it was ready. Otherwise I wouldn't have done it. Only problem was it wasn't ready. We've run out of inserters. So, you know, that kind of sucks. Good? We're good. Oh no, we had perfect number of inserters. Who am I kidding? What we like now is the pipes, which would be coming in if I had boxes. Okay, so I need boxes and inserters. Okay. Boxes can be found around here, I believe. At least this is a pretty clear path most of the way, so... When it's out of power, it tends to ignore signals. Yeah, I was wondering about that, because usually trains, when they're out of power, they do still follow signals. Follow signals and also continue going the correct path. Okay. What's this train fueled with? Oh, it's fueled with the hydrogen canisters. Yeah, you'll get those. Once it gets here, it slows down a bit, but that's alright. Now, you know what? We're jumping out here. What's going on with the batteries? Why do we not have a ton of batteries being made right now? Plastic. Plastic? Plastic shouldn't be a shortage. And it's not. Oh, I know what's happened there. Wah, 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 wah. A box got in there, didn't it? Yep. I will go and ask her in a moment. I just want to find my boxes so that way I don't forget those. You know what? Let's do two of those. Alright, I'm going to go ask her opinion on that one. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I am back. So she informs me that I still talk a lot, but not an abnormal amount. I would translate to be not as much as when I am streaming, but not an abnormal amount. But I can talk. Okay, where's my steel? Where's my iron? What's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, where is my steel? No, seriously, wait, hang on, where's the steel? There. No iron. Got no iron at all. Where is my iron? Ah, this is the caustic problem, isn't it? We've got a lack of caustic solution, and that means we make very little iron at the moment. No, wait, what? Is that the case? No, graphite is the problem. Okay, well, we'll go sort out graphite then, I suppose. Okay, that's manageable, actually. I think we managed that by bringing in... Hang on, we already got a graphite train. Oh, I see. Graphite train is going somewhere else. Mr. Graphite Train, can you please give us graphite? Thank you. Graphite always a problem disturbing the class. Absolutely. Real problem child, that graphite. Okay, so all seriousness, graphite being low is one of two problems. One, either it's not loading unloading fast enough, or I believe we're probably not making enough graphite. And if I could find graphite, I would actually have a conclusion to the matter. Not enough hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen is really easy to make though. Oh, methane's not great either. Okay. But hydrogen's actually the problem right now, which is fascinating. Silly F's disguised as pH. Doing their best. We could always try and get more power by spreading out, looking for more thermals. Probably not a bad idea, actually. Do I still have the artillery cannon? I just thought of a way to get, like, more power for a short time. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Are we having power problems right now? Is this why I've been thinking about it? No, power's fine right now, but let's be honest, it's gonna crap out very soon. So, drone launcher. I put my drone launcher somewhere and I don't know where it is. Time to get another one, I suppose. And scout drones, awesome. And then finally, we want to get some of these. That's probably enough. And that's the geothermal plant, yes. So one of these takes the equivalent of 10 of these. So we've got enough for 60. So if we put 4 of these back, or that should be good, right? Yes. We do need heat pipes. If only I had a way that we could make heat pipes. But oh right, jokes. We've been making heat pipes. Do I need to water those geothermal plants? I do not. Stirling engines are not super efficient, like they're 95% efficient, but they don't need water. That is why I like them. Three-point turn. By three-point turn, that's how many points I get for crashing into things repeatedly. I think what I'm also going to do, just crap box. I'm going to change these, I think, or at least a couple of them. Or actually, why don't I just change them like this? Because the problem we've got is they're making the boric acid, but we don't need boric acid. Boric acid. Like a doggy. Boric. And then we'll just get that out of the way and that out of the way. Yes, it's Swedish. It might be. We have run out of chimneys. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt too hard. But, you know, don't threaten me with a good time, I suppose. Plunk. Actually, this is somewhere we wanted to be as well. So why don't we be here for a second? As we... Guess I needed those chimneys, huh? Fine, it's fine. We'll just, do this another way. Yeah, do be like that. Just priority electrolyzers, I think. Okay, and what we will do is connect the oxygen. No power. Oh, because they're a different type. Okay, that's probably makes sense. Okay, so we're being a little bit less lazy, so this will work. When these are going, yeah, that'll be fine. What is your problem? Oh, the car's in the way. Okay, what now? I'll take it. We do also need to get rid of the wastewater, which is a relevant thing that I had forgotten exists. There we go. Go back to getting some work done. Some rocks in the way. The rocks will not stop me from my mission. Okay, that rock stopped me from my mission, but it's not the point. Okay, that rock stopped me. Bloody rocks. Always stopping me from my mission. Pipe 3B drop. Then we go back to the pipe 3B. Which are right... Yeah. Full... Okay. Then we just need to get the heat pipes, and then we are away laughing. Hey, Wes. And you want to get rid of waste fat, and see if he wants to get rid of wastewater. I mean, you don't want wastewater. That can't be good for you. How you doing today, Wes? Chair and everything. Dang you. Long weekend. Oh, really? What's the holiday? Or are you just taking a day off? Why is this not working? I don't know. Why is it not working? Oh, I see. No, I don't. Oh. Because they're all facing the wrong direction? Oh dear. Uh, they're all facing the wrong direction. Okay. Let's pick up a bunch of stuff and see if that fixes it. I'll be honest, it's not great. Should be working now, right? Pipes in there? Yeah? Oh, it's because it's holding things. I see. 3 on, 4 off. Okay. So it's like a rostered thing, right? That's still cool, man. Happy for you. That's not how numbers work. Okay, and so then we're going to put some trains in here. And some electrolyzers. And charging the batteries. Okay. Power is low. That's fine. We're about to go get some more power. I'm gonna go to the power store and grab some. Thank you. Okay. Nope. Heat pipe to be pick. She's seen so much. I don't know what you're not getting about this. She's seen more than you know. Wait, did that actually happen? That's interesting writing. It seems like the writing of like, yeah, thing where someone's like, look, I can explain. Oh no, not without the parmesan. You can't live without the parmesan. You know the trope where they're like, I can explain, and they just keep chasing the person saying, I can explain rather than explaining. That sucks, Solbert, I'm sorry. Oh no. Alright, gonna drive over here. And now it's time to put the drone launcher down here. Time to put the drones in the drone launcher. Okay. Time to fire the aforementioned drones. We're gonna go with like a long range shots at the moment, and then we'll fill in the gaps later. Okay. So far, not seeing any wonderful, wonderful volcanic gas. The drone launcher is cool. I understand later it can also launch concrete. But we haven't done that yet. We haven't got that far in the technology. These are the scout drones. Okay. What we have found, though, is a few interesting places. Oh, more volcanic gas. Okay, cool. We will take the scout drones, we'll take that, and we'll go build. That is a cool mechanic, yeah. So, looking here, we get drones, all sorts of drones. Demolition drones, excavation drones, terraforming drones, whatever that means, paving drones. Also, I think you can get drones that bring down, like, minerals, so then you can mine them. Okay. So, this is not a lot, but I mean, it'll produce another few megawatts of power, right? And that's what we really wanted in life. What I really wanted in life anyway. So these are going to heat up, and we can place 40 of these. That's 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Another 20, I suppose. Huh? Sure. Oh, sure. There's a chip in there. I didn't know it was there. Obviously. Okay, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Uh, 16, 18, 20. There we go. Then we put a couple of substations down just to make sure it's all hunky-dory. How much power is this going to give us? 4 megawatts, that doesn't seem quite right. All that for 4 megawatts is not right. I mean, not only is it not right, it's actually also factually incorrect. Plunk. Hello. Thank you very much. Be for snacks. Okay, so that did generate from 141 to it generated another 100 megawatts. Not bad, actually. Considering, however, I needed 1 gigawatt, I don't think it's particularly good either. But Yeah, it helps. Power underwhelming. Yeah, I'm feeling that. That's alright. It's progress. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. That's why they built Rome at night. Dumb joke. Got the radar. Yeah, I did. I don't know if you need radar out there, though. Like, nothing's going out there. It's like this one here. I reckon I could improve that one if I took out some more stuff. You know what? I don't think it's a bad idea to just work on power for a little while. Because power does seem to be a thing I... What if biters attack? I haven't created them yet. Biters won't attack until I tell them they can. God, I hope biters can't attack after I create them. Because, I guess there's zero pollution. Ooh! Nice cupcakes. See, that's doing its best, but I don't think it's good enough. What I think we're going to do, real quick, first off, find a crap box. There'll be a crap box around. See? Told you. Hmm. It's fine, I guess. I want to pick up... Look, pick up 20 of these, right? And then I would need 10 stacks of Stirling engines. Which might not be possible. Wait, each one of these needs 10. So 10 of these need 5 stacks. So yeah, 10 stacks. I don't think we make that many. It's a good joke. I'm just wondering what you'd put next, like how you do it. One would punch harder than the other one. Oh wait, you couldn't do it because if they're 2x2s you could, but if they're 1x1s you can't. With a box of scrap? I don't know. Now it seems like something that Tony Stark would deal with. Tony Stark built this with a box of scrap in a cave. To be fair, Tony Stark is a genius. Bit of a dick, but a genius. Interesting. We're having a shortage of power pole 1s. Why do we have a shortage of power pole 1s is a wonderful question. Probably because he's a magic dick. Is he? Look, I didn't say I was proud of it. What a wonderfully organic base. Yeah, that's the sort of thing we do around here. Organic base is the nicer way to put it. An absolute disaster is also another way you could put it, but it's a little bit less nice. He's a tech deck. What, like one of those little skateboards you can buy? You use your fingers and do little tricks with them? I don't think Tony Stark is a tiny skateboard. I think he wishes he was a tiny skateboard. It's a free range base. Indeed it is. We here believe in free range bases. Thank you, Veldak, for the gift sub, and may I say, meow. Yamo, please enjoy the long cat. Everyone seems to enjoy the long cat, so I beg you, please enjoy the long cat. Make it as long as you wish. Alright, so this should help.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Wait, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Honestly, getting that cat commissioned was the best money I ever spent. I love that cat so much. It's so derpy. Okay. So with that, that should help a lot of things coming along. I don't have my car here. Oh, my car's over here. Damn it. And we'll go and expand power some more, just because wind power trying to do 1 gigawatt is, honestly, it's a bit stupid. I think I'd have a better time if we were using, a better power system, quite frankly. It'll help a lot. I've heard good things about powering bases. Right now, the base is trying to get 700 megawatts, which the geothermal power can do about 200 of that. We have a couple of other things around the base that power is not really great. So boosting up thermal power will help immensely. A lot of power. Sorry, I think about that comic where she's talking about a lot. I like that comic. I like that artist though. Her stuff's pretty good. Hyperbole and a half, right? Something like that. Driving across the desert sands. Oh, there's actually some power there. I didn't even see that in all my scans because it was very compact. Not where I was wanting to go right now. I was wanting to go over here. Clunk clunk. 14 million sandstone. Nice. I don't need the sandstone right now, but it's nice regardless. I guess it's one of those things, the further out you get, the bigger the patches go, right? Yeah. Classic Factorio. What, for hyperbole and a half? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means I need to use 90 of the Stirling engines, which will leave me some left over. Interesting. Let's get rid of some of these stones, because I don't want them. Connect them all up a bit. Radar. Yeah, we can put a radar out here. Oh, it doesn't really need radar. It's never going to get attacked by biters. Biters don't exist. And it's just going to be generating power. Like, we don't need to look at it. So 90. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 40. Okay, it's a good start. Still helps you debug problems. I suppose that's true. So that's 40. 200 is too much? No, 200 sounds like a perfect amount. So if we do that, that's another 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so it's 50, 1, 2, 52. Okay. Uh, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 67, 68, 68 plus 14, 68 plus 14, that'd be 72, 82, okay. And then we'll just do 8 more and then we'll be done. You can never have too much. Look, things sitting idle just means you've done a good job. Because everyone's happy. You know, it's like, you know, if you go to work and get all your work done, and then there's like, your boss says, yeah, you don't have to do any work today, but you gotta, you know, you can go home. I mean, or you can just sit around and like, do whatever. Like, that's fine. That means you've done a good job, and you're allowed to sit around. You know what pains me is when people, like, you go into see people's streams. 2 things bother me. This is going to be like personal pet peeves of SeiferKatt. Going to people's streams and seeing their science with nothing in it. Like, it's just blank. And I'm like, how am I supposed to know where you are if you're not doing any science? Like, even if you're not prepared for doing science, at least have it clicked. The other one, and this one actually makes me turn away from streams immediately. Okay. We'll go back and put the radar up. We'll put a radar up for the other one as well. Just for you. There you go. The other one is when like they've still got the tutorial tooltips on the side of the screen. And it's just like, oh, please just close those. If you're not going to look at them, just close them. It's okay. No worries, man. I'll do the radar for the other one as well, because I'm going to be passing by it. Yeah, put the radar out there as well. Tutorial tooltips break you? Yeah, exactly. Same thing when I'm looking at Oxygen Included games. The tooltips are there, and I'm like, no. I can't watch this. And I get how it happens. Like, it happens because the person is playing the game, they don't see the tooltips. Yeah. 30 notifications, yeah, I know, right? But at the same time, just close your bloody tooltips. It's okay. You can always find them later if you really want to read them. I know that's not why people don't close them. People don't close them because they don't see them, but... Close your bloody tooltips! Okay. That is how many? 15? Okay, well if we build another 15, we'll be done. And that should actually really help my power. Add effect feature Factorio remembers tooltips between mods. Ooh! Handy. Okay. And we need, I don't know, some more. It's not tidy, but it doesn't need to be. It just needs to work. That's nice. It's nice that it remembers the tooltips. Before we leave, we're going to put a radar up. Because I don't want Solburn to be sad. Plunk. Man, I'm glad this guy's an android, because if he wasn't an android, he would have just killed himself with the number of car crashes he's had. We good? We're good. The last vent, I don't have enough... oh, I guess it doesn't hurt to have... Yeah, I don't want to put the last two vents up because I don't have the Stirling engines. And... it kind of makes me reminds me that I haven't done it if I ever look at it. Hopefully. No, don't give me too much credit. It'll go to my head. Okay, so the Stirling engines should be generating about 400 megawatts now, which is good. It's half of what I need when I'm trying to charge the accumulators, but it'll do. Now, we probably need to go work on graphite now. Is graphite fine? I don't think it is. No, like I suspected, it's not fine. The hydrogen is fine. Now I believe the methane... No. Hydrogen's still not fine. Interesting. I guess we build more hydrogen. We require more hydrogen. Hydrogen? What are you doing? Oh, we need to get more... do we? Do we need to get more? I think we're fine. Probably not a bad idea to get more tanks, though. Okay, let's do this, actually. Actually, just copy the whole thing, right? Then we're going to erase the things that don't work so well. The bits in the middle aren't needed. Yep. Now we just need the water tanks, of which we do have. You just gotta build them. Good job. Good job. Okay, and then we need to get the wastewater out. That's actually pretty critical as well. Okay, and with that, we've immediately flooded hydrogen, and the problem is methane again. Sure, why not? Methane's easy to produce, though. We do need to get more chimneys, though. Okay. Produce more methane. But maybe that's not the only way to do this. It looks like methane wasn't quite going through. Sorry, hydrogen wasn't coming through here quite fast enough. I need some chirus. Pray tell, what a chirus. Yes? I don't know what they are. Output full. I have made... Oh, because chimneys, I see. I have just realized I made a really silly mistake. The hydrogen is not for these. Hydrogen is an off-product. It's not required for the production. It expels hydrogen. So that's a fun mistake to make. Are you feeling? Oh no, I don't know what we're about to get. Did I just make more waste gases? Kinda yes, also kind of no. I need the waste gases for making the methane. So what I actually need to do is increase methane production, and then that'll deal with the problem. Which I think was also the problem here. I don't think I ever just realized it. But yes, I did just make more waste gases. At least in terms of waste gases for that. It is still desperately required for other things. The game's getting quite colourful? Yes, I would hope so. Just press F to make methane. Oh, F to fart. Okay, I see. Ba 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 ba. I need a lot more methane than that. Also, I'm a robot. And, robots traditionally do not fart. Traditionally. Yeah. So, a bit frustrating. But we'll go get more chimneys, we'll go get more air purifiers, and distilleries? Do we need more distilleries? Probably. We've got plenty of distilleries. Chemical plants? Do we have enough chemical plants? Yeah, we've got enough chemical plants. Yeah, that should be alright. Just need to get the chimneys. Chimney, chimney, chiroo. Right, now that's stuck in my head. Didn't need that. Now where are my chimneys? They're over here, I believe. They're over here somewhere. Steve, how do you find anything in your factory? I don't know. Blind luck, mostly. Something I remembered while doing my scouting is the vehicle that's parked down here. There's the truck that I left behind. And by truck, I mean that in, like, quotation marks, because it's actually a tank. But the game didn't make new graphics for that, so it's a truck. Which I kind of adore. Alright. At least this looks like it's coming through. No, it doesn't. Graphite's a problem. Graphite's always a problem. That's alright, we're getting graphite sorted now. Carbon fiber. Are we sure it's just carbon fiber? Really? I really just want to get into a train so I can look at stuff while I'm traveling. So I'll do that. What's the problem with carbon fiber? Okay. Rephrase that. Another train, not that one. That one doesn't connect very well to where I wanted to go. There we go. Carbon fiber pick. What's your problem, buddy? Not enough ammonia? Not enough ammonia? What? We have tons of ammonia? Shouldn't we have tons of ammonia? Why do we not have tons of ammonia? Okay. Put ammonia in the things to go back to. Add one, please. Alright. What we want to do is make more methane. Get rid of some of these things. Oh god. You know what? New plan. Build down here. Let's build 4 of them. Now there's one line of that. Just do this. Yeah, so approximately one line of this is enough for one line of the other things. So if we do... 1, 2, 3, 4. This is when I find out I have not brought nearly enough stuff. But again, that wouldn't be a SeiferKatt build if I came fully prepared. Yeah, I don't have enough underground belts. Which would be fine if underground belts were something that we constructed, but we don't. Okay. Are we out of air filters as well? Not yet, but we're about to be. I do have a mole. It's this! Look, Yammer. Yammer, let me be real with you for a second. Just for a second, okay? The non-realness will be here in a moment. We've made some mistakes in my life, okay? There've been some mistakes, and at some point I decided I refuse to use logistics drones, and I'm sticking to that because otherwise, I, otherwise I will be a liar, and apparently that means a lot to me at this exact moment, but never any other time. I'm not proud of where I am, but it is where I am regardless. I don't really know where to go with this, except for the fact that, hey, this is what we're doing. Yeah, no, our mall is absolutely disastrous. But here's the good news. I'm having fun. Uh, because the logistics drone would make it so much easier given the fact that how everything needs like 20 different things to make the most basic level of thing. Could I say the word thing one more time there? Who's my favorite Marvel character? It's the Thing! It's not, but everything is just so complicated that it would need to be by bots. I like to say it's fun in the way of Dwarf Fortress. Also, there's 2 exclamation marks on either side. Hey, Flamey Bird. Hey, welcome aboard. How's it going? It's going well, man. Thanks for coming by and checking out. How you doing? We are expanding, slowly but surely. And this is not a weight joke. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're moving along. In one way or another. I don't really need those small, medium miners. I don't think we'd be going too wrong with more distillery. I would need more air filters and distilleries. I do love the organicness of this base. I say that, but I'm actually quite frustrated with it right now, but that's because I don't know where anything is. The distillery's over here. Chemical labs, we'll grab some more of those too, why not? And finally, the last thing I needed was a hecton of air filters. Preferably air filter 2s. I actually do not remember what those are, so this is going to be a fun journey. Organicness as he pulls 40 oil refineries from a chest. I mean, you know, what does the doctor do? The doctor does the same thing. Show me a doctor who doesn't pull 40 oil refineries out of a chest. And I'll show you a doctor who probably appreciates his life a lot more than the other one. Look, I told you, stop inhaling oil refineries. But they're so good, Doc. How are we with? We're fine. Important products to automate and stockpile. I mean, we got stockpiles in places sometimes. Actually, hang on. Why are we not making those? We are. It just takes time. Can we speed those up at all? Not easily. Although I think iron's just been delivered, I feel. No. No, in fact, iron's almost running out. Well, what a tragic turn of events this has turned out to be. You never know when you're going to need 40 refineries. I mean, I got 40 distilleries and 40 flotation cells, and I mean, I shouldn't ever need refineries. I don't think that's actually a thing in this mod, because there's no oil, but... Okay, we're back to running out of caustic solution. That's fine. It's not, but... yeah. I just don't remember where they are half the time. Which goes back to probably not being the best, but that's okay. Oh fun, there's actually no way for the train to do what I want it to do there. Okay. The train actually can't go straight. Who designed this rail network? The correct answer is no one. If I don't know where they are, I may as well make another 40. No, do you know how much work it takes to make even one? It's so annoying to make even one thing. That's why this base is so spaghetti, because it's like everything is just needing to make other things. It's just some big Ouroboros of bullshit. Yes, that just reminds me of like Invader Zim. You know, it's not broken, it's advanced. It's not the line, I don't remember what the line is exactly, but the point is, Gur is very broken. And very stupid. I don't know why I'm just thinking about Invader Zim out of nowhere. It's not a thing I think of a lot, but hey, here I am. Alright, so we connect this. No, we don't. We don't connect this to that. We connect this to that. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. We disconnect all of that. I just realized the hydrogen is connected to the water. Which is bad. Hydrogen should never touch water, ever. Like, it's just really bad. If you are into science, you've probably read papers about, you know, hydrogen touching water, and you know exactly what I mean. It's just, you don't do it. Hydrogen should never, ever, 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 ever touch water. It's like the #1 rule in science. And I broke that rule. It'll be fine? Okay. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but that's okay. We'll get over it. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? That's good. Then we will connect that over here. And then this side. You got an unmarkable on your science test? I got one of those once. Surprising no one, I suppose. But that was for a different reason. That's just because I hated the teacher. And I decided to just write stupid answers for everything. The #1 rule of science is don't test. Yeah, well, I mean, that's a good rule. I don't know if that's the #1 rule, but it's certainly a good rule, yeah. I mean, it's certainly a rule to live by. Also true. Some things you do have to test that way. Okay, so we are probably going to run into an interesting problem very quickly with this. By interesting, I mean, might not be that interesting, but I'll be interested in it. Thank you. Don't lick the science is another good one. Generally, you shouldn't lick whatever the science you're doing is. Generally. Sometimes it's okay, but generally don't. Hmm. Okay. Now I've got all this water. What I'm going to do with it? Dump it in the ocean. Return it to where it came from. But that's not the right sort of water. This is not salt water. Yeah, well, screw the fish that don't exist. Ow. That helped, huh? I feel like you probably didn't deserve that grade, but who am I to say that? How dare I say such a heinous thing? Absolute heresy right there. The question is, did their team win? Yeah, it's all filled up with hydrogen. That sounds like I really don't want to say this, but that sounds like a you problem. Oh, well then, I don't know. I don't think I said that. Did I? That doesn't make any sense. Probably didn't. I mean, my accent is weird for a lot of people, so... Not everyone, of course. Kiwis tend to be like, yeah, that's a standard accent, don't worry about it. Heinous! I did say heinous. You're right. That is what I said. It's a heinous crime, not... Yeah, okay, I see what you... Okay. Be cool. I'll disconnect that for a little bit. I can pronounce dick properly. Yeah, I mean, I can absolutely pronounce dick properly. I don't know what you're talking about. I look forward to showing you guys some of my more of my magic decks. Some good stuff in there. Maybe I'll do a little bit of magic tomorrow, depending on what's going on. Yeah, a lot of people do. It gets brought up a lot. uh, oh, six. You want to see my magic deck? Oh, it's good. I'll show you later. I think it's pretty good. Um, it's always interesting though, like when people go, "Ah, your accent, it sounds like you said something funny." I was just like, I'm always like, I don't understand. And then they point it out, I'm like, okay, I still don't hear it, but hey, sure. Like, I know the dick thing people find hilarious, and I'm like, I don't hear that. Like, I just don't. But you know, if you guys do, that's wonderful. It doesn't bother me. Okay, hydrogen. Ooh, I just disconnected something that I wish I hadn't. Okay, we're back. How much hydrogen does this plant make per second? It doesn't actually make that much. It's just quirky. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's more the fact that I think some people would be bothered or offended by it, but I'm not. Oh god. Just be like, that goes there, right? Yeah, that's probably good. It's like in a hydrogen refinery, that's probably going to get someone killed with that level of indifference. Wait, what? No, I'm avoiding oxygen on both sides, aren't I? I don't think I'm avoiding hydrogen. Ah, classic. They took our sunshine away. Yeah, I mean, hydrogen's a pretty like safe material to play with. Like, doesn't really do much. Like, it doesn't ignite or anything. I'm pretty sure. I am joking, of course. I know hydrogen ignites, or someone questions my chemistry knowledge, which is admittedly not great, but it's not that bad. Oh. Oh, look, part of Indonesia doesn't get sun either. Put it in a balloon. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Can't imagine anything would be going wrong. I think humanity would love it. Oh, the humanity would love it. The Hydrogenberg. The Hydrogenberg? Yeah. Alright, I just want to see this go. I'm pretty sure we've improved graphite production by quite a little bit. But we still have more fixes to do. And that is not going to be fixed today. That's going to be fixed another day because we are done for today. So we're going to move a little bit away from the electrolyzers because they make annoying electric sounds. Yeah, it's a good place to stand. Alright. So let's save and let's do the ending spiel. So let's hope this camera thing works. I don't know if it did. It did! Yeah! Alright, let's just move over here so I'm looking at you guys. On the mask. Great. I love doing this end spiel with the mask on. Thank you, Veldak. It's never really weird and awkward. Alright. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching today. I really appreciate you spending your time here with me today. If you've enjoyed watching and you're not following, please do consider giving a follow. I would appreciate that. Gosh, all the sound effects. If you are already following, you can also subscribe, donate, share bits if you wish. Do not feel like you have to. I appreciate the support, of course, but and I'll keep doing this for free because I enjoy doing it. But if you want to support me, I mean, I'll take it. Also, you can go to. You have to use your points somehow. Absolutely, I like that everyone uses them at the same time. Socials? No, this is the correct time to use them. It's tradition now. You go to youtube.com/SeiferKatt, and that is where I post these videos. We are a little bit behind at the moment, but that's okay. You can also go to the Discord link, and that is where you'll find the Discord. If you want to join that and find me and some of these other lovely folks outside of streaming hours, that's where you can go. I stream typically 4 nights a week, scheduled, which is Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, with Sunday being Crusader Kings 3 night, although that hopefully will be the last session on tomorrow, because when we have eaten the Pope, that is the last session. I know, it's a weird goal, but that's what we're doing. But outside of schedule, well, maybe we'll be playing some Magic. So keep an eye on which I suppose, because the Magic streams will not be long. They will be cut short when I need to do something else. But if you want to watch some Magic being played and see those Magic decks, that's where you can go. So, Magic the Gathering. Yeah. What else is there to say? Well, I don't really have much more. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Take care, everyone.